When was the last time you talked to him?
At the federal building in, I think it was February of 2009. And he said, "I'm so sorry, and I never intended this, and, you know, still love you." That's what he said.
Are you still in love with him?
How when you're...
He explained to a final witness that he can get away with things, and stated that one of the things he had gotten away with was killing his wife.
Mark McNeil shook his head in disgust as prosecutors told the jury that one of his former cellmates will testify that he admitted to killing his wife, Michelle. Prosecutors allege he contacted Willis twice on the morning of his wife's death, and that on the day of Michelle's funeral, the two exchanged 20 text messages. Willis was hired as the nanny, and the two became engaged 3 months later.
Are you still in love with him?
No. There's a part of me that will always care for Martin. We had a deep connection, but I'm not in love with him now. I care for him. I hope he's all right. I mean, I have thoughts of him, you know, but I'm not in love with him now.
But you realize there is more than just a possibility that he killed his wife. I mean, he has been convicted of it.
He has been convicted, yes.
A very good friend of mine and a good friend of the show is here, former FBI profiler and NBC criminal analyst, Clint Van Zandt. Clint, you and I have worked on cases before. In fact, we've talked about some cases that have an eerie parallel to what's going on here that I think she may not be aware of.
Yeah.
Enlighten us.
Yeah, you know, Gypsy, what Dr. Phil was making reference to, you may recall that you think about it, a Chicago area police officer by the name of Drew Peterson was married 4 different times, and each wife, and then he was dating outside the marriage, and he had another wife and another wife. Well, wife number 3 wound up being drowned in a bathtub while she was clothed, okay? And then wife number 4, when she was planning on moving out of her husband, she disappeared. She's never been seen again. And I guess my challenge in listening to this exchange, you've got a man who cheated on his wife multiple times with multiple women. He cheated on his children, what, 8 children?
Yes.
He cheated on all of his children. He cheated on the government. How in your fondest mind did you ever think this man would be loyal to you when he's cheated on everybody else that's ever been in his life?
It's a very good question. I guess I loved him so much. I hoped, and I thought that I think when you're in love with someone, it's very easy to get very delusional, and you see what you want to see, and you trust what you want to trust, and you know. Sorry.
Did he chew you up and spit you out?
He betrayed all of us, all of our trust, all of us, even me. He's destroyed my life. But even so, you know, having been there and looking at the facts and being very analytical, it's hard for me to accept. Sorry.
This may be a very expensive education here.